streets, hear the song, spirit of the land, old and strong, from dusk till dawn. The savannah speaks, in every sunrise its beauty peaks. Come with me to the savannah, where freedom rings, where the horizon stretches and the breeze swings. Tales of ancient.
Spend part one of my safari beach desert honeymoon with me. So part one starts out with us getting a flight from JFK to Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya specifically. It was a 13-hour flight, wasn't bad. We landed in Kenya. It was a smooth flight. And from there we had our safari company pick us up from the airport and transfer us over to a smaller airport so that we could take a small plane into the Masai Mara. Now, we utilized the governor's camp to book our small plane aviation as well as our accommodations while staying in the Masai Mara. Now, Nairobi was beautiful. Unfortunately, we weren't able to spend a lot of time there, but once there, I see why people enjoy, coming to Kenya, visiting, frequenting. It's just a really beautiful country from what I could see so far. So here we are at the airport hangar, I guess, about to board a small plane to the Masai Mara. Now, this is my first time, me and my husband's first time on one of these small planes, and I can say it's not for the faint at heart. You feel every single bump. One thing I loved was that we had a female pilot. She seemed well-versed in what she was doing, but that didn't stop me from holding on for dear life and, calling out for God every now and then, because it was a lot. It was smooth takeoff and landing, but as you get into the clouds, you definitely feel it. One thing I can say is that being on the small plane is very scenic. You get to see the country in a way that you never thought you would get to see it. So that was a really cool experience. But I would say I am not looking forward to the flight back home because, the turbulence on a small plane, as you can see me here hanging on and just wanting silence. But when we got down, this is a type of flight that you stand up and clap once you get down to the ground. But it was so nice. We had our transport waiting for us at the landing strip for to take us where we needed to go. Now, this was us getting off the plane, and I just wanted to give you, this is how many passengers it's seating. It's super small. There are luggage requirements. You can only travel with soft side luggage. Each rider has a limitation on how much luggage they could bring, because look at how small the plane is. And I understand 100%. So once we got off the plane, we were able to meet up with the company that we were working with, which was the governor's camp, and they had a car there waiting for us to take us back to our lodging, and we were able just to hop in. This was us just taking in the views. The weather was perfect. We were wearing long sleeves, and the breeze, it felt good. It felt like it was in the 70s. You get the heat from the sun. It's amazing. You're in Africa. It's amazing. Now, this was the entrance to our camp for our lodging, the governor's camp, and service top tier. We were welcomed with a watermelon drink. The staff then walks us to our tent that we will be staying in. And I'm going to be doing a little short, welcome to my crib so that you can see what the accommodations were like. But our tent was a suite that was right along the river. Beautiful. You hear the hippos at night, a little scary, but it was just a beautiful, this was a glamping experience. When I say tent, this is a luxury glamping experience. And then from there, we were able to put our bags down, and we hopped in one of the cars and immediately went on our first game drive. Now, here are some elephants. I believe it's a mom and a baby that we were able to spot. And we were with, some other people who had just gotten in that same day as well. And, on the other side, here's some more elephants. And you're just taking it all in. Now this, when you see a bunch of other cars, you know that they've spotted some cats. So here we are. There's some female lions here, and they have killed, and they're enjoying what they've caught, the fruits of their labor, them and their cubs on the riverbank. It was just an amazing sight to see. Like, you see it so many times on TV and in movies, but this was a real deal. They were all muddy. It was just amazing. Amazing. So this was more of us just really taking in the cats and just letting them do their thing. And on our way back, we stopped for a sunset view. And again, the service from the governor's camp was grade A, top tier, had some wine, had some snacks. And this was all before dinner. I mean, cheers. And here we are. This is at night. So when the sun goes down, you cannot walk around without a guard. The guards either have rifles or sticks, and they have a flashlight in every room. So you're able to walk around lit. And the first night was a Mongolian style stir fry. You got to pick your chicken, your pork, or your duck, some veggies, and they, grilled it up for you right in front of you, and it was delicious.